We took some chances this year. We had a really experimental screening for a music video.
We made this thing where it's like, hey, let's make it for the cell phone, and everybody watched it. Everybody was having their own individual moment with their cell phone, but when it came on screen, what we learned is each and every individual was able to be at the same place at the same time on a movie screen. And it's like, oh man, isn't that cool that in 2020, you can say the movie screen is still bringing us together.
What's up, guys?
Hi. Hello.
Mammoth Film Festival's Season 3, Volume 3, Year 3. Everybody's been commenting, we've been talking to everybody on the red carpet, all the filmmakers, actors, producers, or even just, movie fans, and they're all talking about just the growth of the festival. Can you guys speak to that? I mean, this year definitely feels bigger and better, and every year has so far, and just...
It really has. Our programming has changed and progressed tremendously. The types of movies that we're showing, the quality of movies have gotten better. We've been showing more features, it seems like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're at 15 world premiere features.
None of us will correct you if you're wrong.
Yes, I can just say anything.
No, you're right. I think we did maybe 12 world premieres in the last 2 years. This year, I think we had like 14 or 15, which is just crazy.
Yeah, another really cool thing is, we took some chances this year. We're trying some really cool new things out. We're trying to bring those experiences off the screen and out into the audience and then into the after parties as well. With Tony Hawk, for example, after watching that documentary and, you get to go to the after party and then play the game with Tony Hawk himself and kind of experience that and the look and feel of the documentary in real life.
But how do you guys as a team, have that internal conversation, or is it a conversation? This is the vibe we want to set, this is the tone we want to set.
Yeah, sure.
I think for us, one of the main conversations that we have is how we treat people, customer service, how everybody is kind of included. That's one of our top things. And actually last night I was talking to somebody and they were like, it feels so amazing to feel included, which made me super happy because I know that we really pride ourselves on that.
Yeah, our festival culture is just that. We've heard from multiple filmmakers that they feel like it's a family. We're lucky enough to be able to give every project the personal attention that it needs. Filmmakers don't usually go up to the heads of a festival and talk about their festival and then have that person know exactly what they're talking about. We actually try to take the time to watch some of the projects ourselves, get to know the projects, the filmmakers, so we can relate to them on a personal level. And we're very hands-on, everybody's super friendly, and everybody's a big family here. So Evan Wiseman here, the head of our production, I've personally known Evan for over a decade, and his team builds the look and the feel, the giant letters in the courtyard, all the lights. When you walk into a room, every aspect, every poster to a wall to every red carpet you walk on. That's Evan's team, and the guys behind him that are also helping him. So everybody here comes in to do their job, and it all comes together into this just one epic festival that you walk into. A lot of moving parts.
What is it that makes you want to jump on board with something like Mammoth Film Festival?
So with Tanner and Tomik, being a passion project, I really love passion projects, and I saw what they're trying to do with building a festival from the ground up, which is an extremely hard thing to do. I had almost a decade of experience with production at Sundance, so being able to take that knowledge and bring it to another snow town and really build off that knowledge and create something unique that isn't Sundance was important, because we don't want to be another Sundance. We want to be something that stands on its own, and bringing all the little details of, like Tomik said, lighting and sound and visuals. Everything that you see is thought very carefully through for months and months in advance to make sure that we give all of the filmmakers and the guests the right experience, so that way when they show up, it's not just a cookie cutter. It's something that's very specific and very organic, and building that year after year as it grows to expand on the overall perception of what the festival is, more than just movies at a theater.
Can you guys talk about, let's talk about the movies.
Let's talk about your blog, the Her Boys blog. That's some really exciting stuff on
Oh
it.
my gosh, we had such great feedback yesterday. The filmmakers were incredible.
It's a new program, it's a new initiative, but we've got some momentum, and we full steam ahead figure out a way to make it happen. And I've learned so much from every single person here and all the other people that make this happen. And
Alex, can you
great.
expand on her voice a little bit, because that's something. Speaking of growth, I mean, now you guys are a podcast, and from where you started to where it is now, and where do you see it going in the future?
Well, it's the Female Filmmaker Initiative, and we launched it last festival last year, and it's a program we're slowly but surely building. The podcast was kind of our first offshoot, just to help kind of create a presence and to really create a platform for women in the entertainment industry. Eventually, our goal is to have a program where we are providing opportunities and accessibility to up-and-coming female filmmakers. And under the umbrella of Mammoth and Mammoth Media Institute, it's been really wonderful to be able to kind of work together in order to kind of like help facilitate that. And like Blair said, yesterday our event went so well, but I think it's a cool aspect of the festival.
Yeah, and to kind of build off what she was saying and go back to what you were talking about films is, we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of submissions. What's great is we're able to handpick some of those and to feature them in the Her Voice blocks that Blair and Alex curate. So it's not just one type of, you don't just come to a film festival and watch movies and leave. You get to have these really cool experiences.
Speaking of progression and stuff, let's talk about the pitch.
I'll talk about that a little bit. Well, if it wasn't for Paper Chase Films, we wouldn't have the pitch. As you can tell, the festival has taken its toll on myself and the
That was
boys.
me last year. I couldn't speak at the award show.
Yeah, it's a good thing we have Her Voice because my voice is gone. But honestly, it's man, I don't know a lot of film festivals that just are like, hey, come with your ideas and let us greenlight your development. That just doesn't happen very often.
We found out today who that was. We did. They did decide on who's getting it. Dylan Jordan of Paper Chase Films, Tanner and myself came up with this really cool concept. It's great to give the filmmakers a platform to come here and talk about not only the project that maybe they're showing here, but maybe they got something else that they're trying to get funding for or find a producer for. They get to come in this room, pitch it, get critique, get notes, and then get to hang out with those people afterwards. Maybe meet some new people to do a project with. Even if you don't get greenlit, you might walk away with
I
something.
can't remember who came up to us, but they were like, did you see how many actors were in the audience?
Yeah,
They were like,
that's true.
Alexis Knapp was there, Ashley Green was there, Shiloh Fernandez was there. They were just watching.
Yeah, so
I
that's
was
But
like,
that's
yeah,
what's
it's
so
kinda
great
cool.
about it,
Yeah.
because you learn so much
Yeah.
just as an audience member. I sat in on that, and to watch 8 pitches happen, they're all so different in their own ways. I think it's really cool to see what works, what doesn't work,
Right,
and then the feedback.
a news article just came out saying this festival that gives you just insane access to talent.
What happened at the bowling alley?
So we do this amazing thing that is the Charity Celebrity Bowling Tournament. You can find it online. There's great videos of it. We have these teams of celebrity bowlers, and mostly they're cherry picked from people that have projects in the festival. Sometimes we'll pepper in a couple guys here and there, and this year we peppered in Dennis Rodman and Mike and Mickey Gooch. Yeah, so Rebel Wilson and Rodman came out to support Mickey Gooch, who's got a movie called Deported in our festival. Well, the movie being called Deported, Mickey Gooch took it upon himself, and to tell nobody, he planned a PR stunt where 2 police officers that were ICE, the immigration officers, busted in mid-tournament, tackled him to the floor in the bowling lane, arrested him, and had him physically removed from the tournament.
And traumatized everybody
and
in the bowling
people.
alley.
I mean, even Rebel had no idea, and that's his closest
The
friend.
actual Mammoth Lakes Police Department had no idea.
Yeah,
They were
don't
like,
even get
what is
me
going on? I'm like, it's okay.
I get it as a person who was an executive at an experiential marketing agency who programmed and created stuff like this. I appreciated it. I get it. And with a movie coming out in tandem with the festival, I understand that. I would have liked a little bit more heads up.
Yeah.
So maybe Tony Hawk's little daughter wasn't traumatized in the process. But Tony appreciated it. Everybody did. It was all in good fun.
At the end of the day, even the bowling tournament is another promotion for people's films.
Let's talk about highlights of the festival this year specifically. So, it might be impossible to choose just one or something, but has there been a moment in a Q&A or on a red carpet, or you've seen someone interacting off the side? And
What was your
just something
favorite
that you're
moment?
proud of and that you...
Who, me?
Yeah. What was your
I was told I
favorite?
didn't have to talk in this interview, but no, these guys took me under their wing probably last year. It's been just a great experience to get to learn and kind of take these guys' kind of expertise. It's been amazing. So
I think too, with you guys having come into town the last 2 years, is awesome to see now, since I'm involved with the community, is the community getting more involved. We had people
from the community lining up at 8:30 to do their pitches. Like, it's got the hype of like, this is rad. You're not only doing it for the filmmakers, but the community of Mammoth is getting really involved in like that. You've brought this experience for us to experience that as well. You know, our transport team is all locals. They look forward to it every year. I mean, hey, it's our new February event, so let's keep it going and keep it strong.
That's fantastic. That's really great. Highlights.
Some highlights. Obviously, the bowling tournament was fantastic, not for just the obvious reasons, but this year was just, the capacity was next level. We've never seen so many people attend this event before. It was easily double what it was last year. What was cool this year is we made it stadium style. We added these bleachers on both sides. So when you're in that room and you're looking at it, it just looked like a mini stadium in there. So that was a really cool standalone experience for myself, and I think for a few other filmmakers that I'll speak on, was the mixer that we had. We had an industry mixer where a lot of filmmakers, agencies, distributors, we had representatives from, I mean, you name it, like Lionsgate, William Morris, Gersh Agency that were there to meet with filmmakers to talk about their movies and their projects. To get bought, to get sold. So that's been a really active goal of ours, is to build a market here at the festival, and that was the first time we've created something like that. So that was kind of a highlight for me.
You know, for a fact, there's definitely been, I think, 2 to 3 films that are actively getting bought and sold at this festival right now. I'm a filmmaker, we're all filmmakers. To know that you're just showing your movie at a film festival on the screen, that's great. Any film festival could do that. To get bought and sold and really make a difference in like what you're doing in your agenda, and us being able to provide that, unbelievable. And that's our main goal. You know, you walk past people seeing your movie and it's people from XYZ, A24, acquisitions people from across the board, and they're not even just watching just features, they're watching shorts, they're looking at directors, they're looking at actors. You know, there was a gentleman from CAA that came up to me and he was talking to me about a particular person in a short. And I was like, not only are they in that short, they're in the episodics block as well. And they're like, they're incredible, I need to meet them. And I'm like, they're here, I'll introduce you.
Correct.
And they were like, I need to represent them, they're incredible. And I was like, man, that's the kind of, you know, stuff that we're excited about more than anything. Because it's fun to have the bowling tournament. It's fun to have Mammoth Con. Our panel discussions, honestly, people have come up to me and they're like, I've been to film festivals in Cannes, Berlin, whatever. You guys are making a difference through the Mammoth Film Summit that I can't even like describe. And I'm like, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
we're doing our
partly
best.
because of you know, all of us, but our the reason this all started and the way we're able to do the things that we do are because we get to call on personal relationships. But we were able to take some projects and get it in front of people that you normally couldn't. You know, we do have that opportunity, and we do cash in on that. We do call in on that, and that's been able to help us and help the filmmakers.
I would like to mention that we need to bring
I was just gonna say that.
Brett, Katie, and Garrett in here right now.
And that's MammothFF, keeping you